Alrighty, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanuck127 and welcome back to another Black Desert video. As I said in my previous video, please excuse the audio because as you guys know, I am not using my typical recording setup. But I wanted to bring you guys a special video today on talking to you about some, just some more early game tips on leveling, good classes to play, just starting the game out, and things like that. Because I get this question a lot. A lot of people ask me, hey Tanek, what's the best class I should be playing? What's the fastest way to hit level 55, which is the current soft cap in the game right now? For those who don't know, and just a reminder, Black Desert Online technically has no level cap, but right now, as of this video, currently we are capped at level 55, but I do believe that's going to be changing relatively soon. So by the time some of you see this video, the level cap may already be lifted, but as of right now, in this point in the game, it is level 55. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you there's guides all over YouTube, that show places on the map, the best spots to farm mobs and different things like that. Well, farming mobs is a really good technique in Black Desert Xbox to level up, or Black Desert Online in general. However, I'm going to throw an additional tip in here that may throw some people off, but you guys know me and my style with MMOs. I am very traditional, and not to mention I am a player with OCD, so I'm a bit of a completionist. I'm the kind of guy that likes to do everything. My personal recommendation for the best way to level in Black Desert is doing your main quest line. I wouldn't worry too much about side quests and stuff like that, because the main quests, they do give huge, and I mean huge, chunks of XP. And not to mention, as you guys know, Black Desert Online is really, really famous for its wonderful combat. So whenever an MMO comes out, they usually try to base the questing on what the game does best. Well, Black Desert just happens to be its combat, like I just said. And a majority of Black Desert's questing, and I kid you guys not, and you'll see that as you level up, besides talking to NPCs occasionally and stuff like that, a majority of it revolves around combat. And I'm not talking, just killing one enemy or two enemy. It'll be groups of like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. There's even one where you have to kill like 50 and 60 of different types of enemies and stuff like that. And these quests give you loads of XP, not to mention the amount of mobs that they want you to kill in these quest lines. And it is a really, really, really good way to level up. Now, for the other question a lot of people ask me, which is, what are the best classes to play? Now, to my personal opinion, in Black Desert, I've played a couple of the classes now, and I personally think they're all really good classes. But for the most efficient and fastest ways to level up, you want to play anything that has a lot of, like, AoE damage, anything that can kill multiple enemies quickly and things like that. To my opinion, these three classes are going to be the Ranger, the Witch, and the Wizard. Now, the Witch and the Wizard are the same class. One's just male and the other's female, but pretty much Ranger and Wizard. And the reason for that is because both of these classes, not only are they ranged, but they both do tons and tons of AoE damage. And the special thing about them is they're really good at killing multiple enemies at a time because of their AoE damage, especially the Witch and Wizard. As you guys know, they're magic using classes, so they're casting ice spells everywhere, fire, earth, all kinds of crazy stuff, just killing stacks and stacks of enemies at a time. Now, that's going to go a lot faster. Now, let's say you have a quest that says kill 40 orcs. If you use something like a warrior with a sword and shield, unless you group all those orcs up close together, you're going to be killing them one at a time, slicing them up with your sword. You'll have a few AoE moves here and there and stuff like that. But if you're using the Ranger or a Wizard, you have a bunch of AoE attacks at your disposal. And don't forget that also the Ranger uses a lot of like wind-like magic attacks that do big AoE damage and things like that. And the Wizards, a lot of their attacks, even basic attacks, are already based off AoE damage. So compared to using a class that's based off of single target damage, with these two classes you have a lot of AoE capabilities that can spread out farther, meaning you don't have to worry about putting a bunch of enemies in one single pile to kill them because the class's ranges are so big. I'm sure you guys notice when you go into the heavily populated areas and servers and stuff like that, when you see the wizards and the rangers, they're firing their spells, their wind shots and everything everywhere. They're usually stealing the kills from a lot of the players who are using like melee-based classes and stuff like that. And I think even the sorceress, if I'm not mistaken, has some pretty good moves and techniques that are good for killing multiple enemies at a time. But if you guys want the fastest and most efficient way to level in Black Desert, my personal recommendation, going through your quest line, not to mention a lot of the beginner quests, they give some of the best gear that you can start out with in the game. I've got some really decent gear sets, and not to mention a lot of the things that confuse people about this game, the quest lines teach you as well. It teaches you how to enchant gear, how to upgrade it, how to do different things with your accessories and stuff like that, how the different enchanting stones work. Like I said, they give you better gear types, and not to mention it also helps you unlock nodes. So lets you interact with other NPCs so you can have access to more areas, get more places on your map unlocked. It overall just makes Black Desert a very, very, very much easier experience for you, and I honestly think that's the best way to go about the game when you're playing. But anyway, guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.